Hey True Believers, ENGLENTINE here with a review of Batman Sins of the Father, a new digital first comic book. And usually these run around 99 cents. Now everything you need to know about this book is right here in the cover. For Christ's sake, we should be hearing "Staying Alive" as he's strutting down the road. What? Who greenlit this? Horrible cover. Horrible. My goodness gracious, I don't know if I would want my name on that. Now here's the problem with this. I would love to just go off on this. I would love to tell you exactly how horrible this is. It's got art straight out of the 90s where there's like maybe 10 or 20 too many lines on people's faces and clothing. It's an attempt to make it look gritty, but it just makes it look way too busy. If that makes any sense. There's no clearness. There's no crispness. It's like they took everything that they learned from Frank Miller, but they only learned the bad stuff. You know, say, hey, I like later Frank Miller rather than earlier, and put it on the page. Granted, they could draw better than I can. You know, I can't draw a stick figure to save my life, but when you put it into any kind of comic book, you want it to just, you know, just be a little bit better. Now, I wish this was a bad book. I really do, because then, like I said, I could rip right on into it. But what this is an incredibly mundane book. It just is. The dialogue is lacking. It's supposed to be what it ends up being is not what it starts off being. Are we dealing with two mobs trying to take Gotham now that the Falcone family is not there? I don't know, because it switches about halfway through to something else, and it's like, wait a second, if you're about this, why did you just spend 15 pages on a fight between the Falcones? I mean, the Bertinellis and the Zuccos, which Bertinelli is where the Huntress come from, and Zucco is the family that killed Dick Grayson's parents. So yeah, as soon as that switch happens, is like, you're telling me, you're absolutely admitting that you wasted my time when this first came out, no, when it first started, and I was kind of flabbergasted to find this out. I'm like, damn, that's just bad writing. Except for it was still entertaining, and that's the problem. Like I said, if this was bad, it would be a lot easier, but it is just mundane. Okay, now second part of the review is when we talk about the second part of the book. Now, if you've noticed, this is the same setup as the comic book itself, or what I'm saying, the comic book. Gosh darn it, stop drawing lines on everybody's faces. Bruce Wayne right here looks like he's freaking 50 years old. Anyway, the whole bit is that we find out that Thomas Wayne was, let's say, not such a good person. And now Bruce Wayne has to fight to save his family's company. See, this should have been the setup in the first half. They should have been setting it up so this could be the payoff. But instead it was really just a 10-page action scene having nothing to do with each other. And so I cannot recommend this book. I cannot. I'm sorry. I cannot. I just sound like Tommy Wiseau. It is aimless. It's pointless. And it's just boring. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Are you planning on buying Batman Sins of the Father? If so, please read and tell me what you think in the comments below. If you have already, also put it down there. Whether you liked it or not, I like to hear other people's opinions. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, click like, click share, subscribe to see more. Even if you think you're subscribed, make sure, because YouTube's kind of messed up and unsubscribed a whole bunch of people and unnotified. So make sure that bell is rung, because cool things happen around here. Hey True Believers, ENGLENTINE here. Now, you've heard me say on many a video, this is my only job, so please go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Help us keep the lights on, help us keep making videos for you. So I decided, here's something nice to do. Why not, in order to say thank you, have a graphic novel giveaway? And so I figured, why not? And Superman in the 70s is this month's giveaway to anybody who donates $1 or more. The drawing will be on March 6th. We do have two tiers. When available, we're going to be giving away hardcovers as well. And this month we're doing both. One for the $1 or more and one for the $5 or more. This month's graphic novel is Batman Illustrated by Neil Adams, Volume 2. Just to give you a little look at what it's all about, I've got my copy right in front of me. And a lot of people thought that it was Frank Miller who returned Batman to greatness. But if you ask me, it was Neil Adams. Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil, man, they wrote some great stories. They made some great stories. And Neil Adams' atmospheric art just looks great. It looks amazing. And this book, it is just such a great compilation. And even as you get all of these stories right here, this is the... And then you get introductions and forewords. So you get the history behind it as well as the stories. So yes, please go on over to Patreon. Drop $1 in the till. Get in the running to win Superman in the 70s, or drop $5 or more in the till and get in the running to win Batman Illustrated by Neil Adams, Volume 2. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, thank you very, very much for watching. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a wanted man. No time to talk.